Hey everyone! Welcome back. If you missed episode 1, make sure to check it out on my channel first. It covers Noah's reincarnation, how his powers work, and how he gained the legendary sword Leviathan. Now let's dive into episode 2. The episode starts with shots of the capital of the Mir's empire. It's described as the center of government, culture, and finance, basically the most prosperous city in the world. Noah is out on the streets with his maid Zoe. He mentions that he gave Zoe more responsibilities to thank her for her help with her home village. Remember from episode 1, when he saved her hometown from the flood. Zoe is doing really well. She's attentive to details and has really grown up. Noah appreciates having talented people working for him. While walking around, they hear about a popular singer performing on Raid Street. Noah decides to check it out. They enter a tavern where a young woman named Alichey is singing. She's performing a sad love song about drowning in emotions and parting from someone you love. Noah watches her performance carefully. He notes that her technique has room for improvement, but he can tell she sings earnestly and takes it seriously. He recognizes she's a conscientious girl with real potential. But then something disturbing happens. A thug bursts into the tavern and starts yelling at Alichey, demanding to know why she's wasting time singing. He grabs her roughly and tells her she won't earn enough money this way to pay off her father's debt. The thug threatens her, saying she should know the best way for a woman to make money, basically telling her to sell her body. Noah immediately intervenes. He calmly states Imperial Law 67, Article 2. It is illegal to make children assume their parents' debts. He tells the thug that making Alichey repay her father's debt and ordering her to sell her body is a crime. The thug gets angry and tries to attack Noah, but Zoe quickly restrains him. Noah asks if the thug wishes to continue, and the intimidated thug backs down, saying he won't forget this before running off. Noah then gives the tavern owner his card and tells him to send those men to him if they return. The owner is shocked to realize Noah is a prince. Noah then talks to Alichey. He compliments her singing and asks about her monthly living expenses. She mentions she needs money not just for herself, but also for her mother's medical treatment, about 25 rian per month. Noah immediately offers to pay her 25 rian every month so she can concentrate on singing. He even says he'll increase the amount as she improves. Alichey is overjoyed and thanks him profusely. Noah then asks her to finish the song for him. When Noah returns home, Zoe informs him that the lenders came by and wanted to apologize to him. Noah, now knowing who he was dealing with, tells Zoe to send them away. He says a prince is not someone they can just see whenever they want. His brother Henry, the fourth prince, shows up and compliments Noah's handling of the situation. Henry explains that granting an audience to men like that would devalue the standing of royalty. But Noah reveals he had another reason. He wanted to help the singer, so making the lenders think he was still angry would stop them from bothering Alichey anymore. Henry is impressed that Noah thought that far ahead at his age, especially compared to other young princes like Frank and Gary, who are closer to Noah's age but don't think strategically. Henry mentions that Gary especially hasn't learned his manners despite all the teaching he receives. Noah notes that they're all brothers but have different mothers. Henry and Gary share the same mother, so they have a special connection. Henry changes the topic to talk about Leviathan. He's impressed that Noah has managed to master it and asks how Noah carries it around since it's so big. Noah demonstrates something amazing. He pulls Leviathan out of his sleeve. Henry is shocked. Noah explains that the sword taught him this trick itself. It can shrink and hide in his sleeve. Henry is amazed. He says this is unprecedented. Leviathan was isolated as a national treasure for 2 centuries, and even the old records never mentioned anything like this. He calls Noah simply amazing and says Noah is blessed by the spirits. The next day, Noah and Henry go out to Cobalt Street to browse antique shops. This is an expensive shopping district for nobles. Noah mentions he's been coming here frequently, looking for treasure. At one shop, Noah picks up an old, worn-out-looking book. The moment he touches it, a plus is added to his wind stat. This means the object has its own will. Noah decides to buy it immediately. It costs 10,000 Rian, which is a huge amount of money. The shopkeeper is surprised and tries to explain that the book might be cursed, but Noah doesn't care. He just knows something valuable is inside. When they leave the shop and Noah opens the book, something terrifying happens. A vengeful spirit emerges. The shopkeeper had warned them that it's a forbidden tome with a sorcerer's soul sealed inside. The spirit is described as a great wind sorcerer who died long ago, and now it's a corrupted, vengeful spirit. Henry tells Noah to run, but Noah stays calm. He uses Leviathan to attack the spirit, shooting a powerful water beam. But here's the impressive part. Noah aims it upward at an angle to avoid causing any damage to the city or people around them. The water column destroys the vengeful spirit and flies off into the sky safely. Henry is amazed. Noah was able to make that split-second decision to protect everyone while still defeating the threat. Henry wonders when Noah became this strong. After the incident, an antique shop owner named Alan Bardsley approaches them. He says he witnessed Noah's remarkable feat and has an article he'd like Noah to see. Alan takes them to his shop and shows them a mysterious ring. He explains that it's a ring that will only show its true form when its true owner appears. He's shown it to many people, but it never responds. Alan tried to get rid of it many times, but it always comes back to his store before he even knows it. Henry finds this interesting and tells Noah to try it on. When Noah puts on the ring, something incredible happens. A voice speaks. The ring says, "Level limit confirmed. Rarity SSS. Recognized as new owner. Armor rise." Suddenly, the ring transforms into full-body armor covering Noah. It's the ring's true form. It's actually magical armor. Noah notices that unlike Leviathan and the grimoire, this armor doesn't add to his stats. It's a different type of magical item, but it seems to have many uses. Alan is amazed to finally see the ring's true form. Noah says he'll take it, but Henry insists on paying for it himself as a gift. First a magic sword, now magic armor. Henry comments that there really is something different about Noah. Later that evening, Noah is saying goodbye to Alichey after watching another performance. She thanks him for everything. But suddenly, one of the lenders from before appears and tries to stab Noah with a knife, yelling, "Die, you little shit." But the armor reacts automatically. It creates a water barrier that restrains the attacker. Noah explains that he linked the armor, the gift from Henry, with Leviathan, and it reacted to the attacker's hostility with automatic defense. Henry is once again impressed. Noah has already mastered the armor's abilities. Noah thinks to himself that the lender is done for after attacking him, and he'll tell Alichey later so she won't worry. Back at the tavern where Alichey performs, some drunk patrons are harassing her after her performance. They're trying to get her to drink with them and fighting over her. Noah suddenly appears with Leviathan drawn. The drunks are terrified when they realize he's one of the princes. Noah tells the tavern owner not to let guys like them in anymore, but the owner explains that customers like them keep his business alive. Noah has a simple solution. "I'll purchase your business then." Everyone is shocked. Noah has Zoe bring out 1,000 Rian in cash, enough to buy the entire tavern. The owner is overjoyed and thanks Noah profusely. Alichey doesn't know how to repay Noah for doing all this for her. Noah simply tells her, "Just sing. What I want from you is your music. All you need to do is keep singing." Alichey asks if he really likes her singing that much. Noah confirms he sees her potential. He wants the emperor to hear her someday, and she should devote herself to singing until then. Alichey is moved to tears and promises she will. The episode ends with Alichey performing another beautiful song and Noah watching with satisfaction. He thinks to himself, "My judgment was spot on. This, right here, is the real treasure." That's episode 2. Let me know in the comments what you think about Noah's strategy of investing in talented people. See you in the next episode.